Hey everyone, Scott Hansen here from NFL Red Zone, and you're watching the Super Fantasy Bros podcast. 1 hour of commercial-free podcasting starts now. Enjoy the show.
All right, welcome back to the Super Fantasy Bros podcast. The fantasy football season is pretty much officially over. We do still have a way to play, so we will talk about that later. But more importantly, the NFL playoffs are upon us, and we are here to break them down just for some fun. We talk fantasy most of the time, but we love to talk playoff football as well. So way back in September, we predicted the upcoming NFL season, gave record predictions for each team, our playoff teams, and our Super Bowl predictions. Today, we'll take a quick look back at those, discuss the season, discuss obviously some shocking teams and some disappointing teams, give some updated playoff predictions with our wildcard picks and our Super Bowl picks, so stay tuned for that. And of course, we've got some great trivia today from Q, so make sure you're here for that as well. But let's get right into it. Let's talk football, starting with our predictions, the NFC North. The NFC North shook out exactly how everybody expected, right, guys?
No.
Negative.
No.
Not basically. I mean, I guess you guys, Q and Matt, I believe, were both on the NT Gods. All three of you were on the Vikings train. I was the only one who tried to stand the ground for the Packers. Clearly, I was wrong. Just looking at the final standings, it was 13-4 for the Vikings, 9-8 for the Lions, 8-9 for the Packers, and of course the Bears, 3-14.
I was almost perfect.
You were almost perfect.
Yeah, I had Packers 9-8, Lions 7-10.
Wow,
the other two I got right.
That's pretty close. Yeah, I saw the Packers going 12-5. Maybe that could have happened, but not really. It was bad the whole year. So
it could have happened. It's Aaron Rodgers.
If it could have happened,
I'm still a believer.
Happened.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. It did not happen, unfortunately. Tough one for me there. I did have the Bears a little bit higher at 5-12. Me and T Gods both had a little bit more faith in the Bears, but they were not that good.
Bad decision. Real bad.
I don't know how you guys all predicted the Vikings to go at least 13-4. That's just
Kirk
insane.
Cousins is the GOAT.
Team.
All right. Settle.
Q had him at 15-2. Outrageous.
That's a little out.
Honestly, it could have happened. The last couple of weeks, they kind of just like shut down for the season almost, it felt like. But yeah, just crazy all around for the NFC North. Congrats to the Vikings, obviously winning the division. We will talk about their playoff chances in a bit. But let's move on to the NFC East, where we have to give a quick round of applause for the Birds, baby.
Let's go, baby.
Go Birds. Easy. We all predicted the Birds to win the division. I was the least biased, I guess you could say, at 12-5. T-Gods 13-4, but Q and Matt were all in on the Birds.
16-1, Matt.
16-1.
If Jalen Hurts played every week this year, we would be 16-1. In my mind.
I think I would agree with that because he is 14-1. The only games we lost were against you, and he looked bad. So crazy stuff that I can't believe. Like when we were doing those predictions, I was like, "You guys are fucking nuts putting the Eagles that high. Like it's just not possible." And it was well within possibility. Yep. Great season for the Birds. I think we all had the Cowboys second, I believe.
Yeah, we did.
Q was the lowest at the Cowboys at 8-9. A little disrespectful.
Fuck them.
Matt, you were hating on the Giants.
Bro, I was. I thought they were going to be god awful.
2-15.
They got their first 2 wins the first 2 weeks of the season. I said, all right, I need them to lose out.
I had them at 3-14.
Yeah, you guys were haters. Me and Q gave them a little bit of hope at 5-12, but we were all just way wrong on the Giants. Brian Daboll turned that shit around quick.
If you look at their team, like they should be 2-15 because they have no receiver and basically no tight end either. That has a name.
They're 9-7-1, but their points differential on the season is -6. So they've been outscored on the season. Somehow did manage to win some games. I think the Eagles are a big part of why they have a negative points differential. We destroyed them in that first game.
Shit up.
And that second game, honestly.
Speaking of Eagles, Giants, Kenny Galladay scored a touchdown. Is he back next year?
Stop. Why did you even bring that man up? He belongs
he was trending on Twitter.
Good play.
Yeah, he did cook Slay on that play. I can't lie. That was a nice play, but
He's back.
that was
Trust
a fluke.
bust, Kenny Galladay.
Dude, come
Big
on.
old bust. For
Oh,
next year's
someone would be
draft.
dying to type that in right now.
He would.
Week.
Oh. That'd be the first one on the list.
Yeah, no. Kenny Galladay is a bum still. The Commanders were also a bit weird to predict. Q and I were the most generous at 7 and 10. We were believers. 8-1. They actually outperformed all of our predictions. T-God's also the lowest there, 3 and 14.
Hated
Not
them.
respect
Hated them. I did call them being the worst, though, so it stands for something.
Yeah, you were the only one who put them the lowest. So
We got the
respect
best
that
division
for
in
sure.
the league.
But yeah, congrats to the Eagles. Obviously, Cowboys and Giants as well. All of them made the playoffs. Should be interesting. Let's keep it rolling with the NFC West. I'll say it first. I was a big believer in the Cardinals, and
Dummy.
that did not work out as I planned. 10 and 7, I had them going. T-God's an even bigger believer at 11 and 6. Matt also 9 and 8 above 500. Q, you predicted the downfall at 7 and 10. 4 and 13 was still way off, but you were at least right about that. But I think we were all wrong about the LA Rams.
Yes.
Think about the Cardinals starters and tell me that you think they're going to be bad
I can't.
before the season.
I had high hopes.
The defense fell off a little bit more than I would expect. I think that's really what hurt them. The offense was still pretty decent throughout most of the season. Obviously, Kyler going down hurt that a ton. But in general, they just did not meet expectations whatsoever. I mean, if you think about their season, DeAndre Hopkins missed the first 6 games. Zach Ertz got injured after week 9. Kyler got hurt after week 9. Like, everybody was hurt. Yeah, James Conner was hurt as well. They had so many, and Hollywood missed a handful of games also. So, like, they never had that full core of players healthy together at the same time. So, obviously, it made it harder to
They
succeed.
might not. If Diop leaves,
He's leaving.
Yeah, he's definitely
He doesn't want to
leaving.
play with Kyler. But
Whoa,
guys,
whoa,
I just
whoa.
got my free COVID tests in the mail.
Hey, I did too. That's so weird.
Dogs.
Yeah, but everybody make sure you're staying safe. Stay safe out there. But back to the Rams. Could you imagine after winning the Super Bowl, hearing the next year that Sean McVay could possibly be leaving? Matt Stafford washed and Cooper Kupp got hurt. Like, I'd be miserable. But I guess it was worth it. They did get one Super Bowl. Just
Sure.
That's always worth it.
I can't see Sean McVay actually leaving. I don't know. I can't see it.
He's too handsome.
He's 36.
Very
If he
handsome.
leaves
He'll probably
and
leave
goes to another job.
Yeah, he'll probably take a couple years off, then go to a team that is in a better place than the Rams.
The Dougie P strategy. Leave and come back.
Well, he got fired.
I know. But he kind of got forced out. Like, it was a little bit of a force there.
Yeah.
But he could have
got
coached
the
again,
Jags
but
to
he
the
said, I'll take the year off.
playoffs.
Yeah, he did get the Jags to playoffs. Talk about them in a bit. But yeah, 49ers, another team we definitely slept on. They were elite this year. Matt was the highest at 11 and 6. That was the closest there.
Sleep.
I had them at 8 and 9. I had them as a bubble team. T got 7 and 10, same kind of thing. And Q at 9 and 8. I think Q actually had them in the playoffs, whereas we did not. Matt did, though. Closest prediction. Are they legit with Brock Purdy?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
But do
yes,
you think-
bro.
Listen,
Brock
do you think
Purdy
they're-
just has to be a game manager. Their
Do you
defense is good enough that they can win them playoff games.
And
But
the
do you
running
think
game.
Brock Purdy will come into Philly with a deficit and come back and win that game? No.
That's the thing, though.
No.
I mean, if the Eagles' offense obviously performs, they could go into that with a win. But it's tough. I don't know.
I'm not trusting that Brock Purdy.
Bro, their defense is nice.
They are very good.
And they got CMC. Elijah Mitchell's back.
They are building the perfect recipe for saying, like, quarterbacks can almost be replaceable.
Yeah.
Like, they're on their 3rd string quarterback, Mr. Irrelevant in the draft. Doesn't even matter. They have so many weapons, so much talent, a good offensive line and a good run game and a good defense. It's like they could have anybody playing quarterback.
Brock Purdy the next time Brady.
Nick Foles could win them the Super Bowl.
I really wasn't a big believer in Trey Lance, but I think if he was in this offense right now, he would be a very good fantasy quarterback.
I would agree with that
For
as well.
sure.
I think next year he'll be relevant.
I think anybody on that offense right now would be good for fantasy. At least decent.
Kittle's
And
back.
how can we forget the Seahawks?
So wrong about that.
Insane. I think we all had them at 4 and 13, except Matt had them at 3 and 13. He forgot a loss there.
Extra
but,
bye week.
Yeah, extra bye week for the Seahawks. But either way, insane that they're in the playoffs. I don't think anybody saw Geno Smith taking over, embarrassing Russell Wilson, and taking them to the playoffs. Just
Hell,
nuts.
I really wish they didn't make it though. But
I was
Why?
rooting for that
gonna
Lions
get
game to
bounced.
be entertaining, but it was entertaining anyways. The Lions won. So I think the Seahawks have a sliver of a chance. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in the same season, but I still think the 49ers defense is too good.
Way too
We'll talk
good.
about that in a bit for
All
sure.
right. Well, if the Eagles and the Giants play in their second round, I don't want to hear you talk about this 3 times beating a team being hard, because that's what it'll be.
We're cooking the Giants. We're cooking the G-men. Sorry, Giants fans. Actually, not sorry.
I hope you play the Giants.
Congrats, 49ers, Seahawks making the playoffs. Let's move on to the last division in the NFC South. This division was a snooze fest. Buns. We all predicted the Bucs to go at least 13-4. Clearly, that did not happen. They did win the division. We were right about that, but below 500. Honestly, embarrassing.
Asterisks.
Yeah, asterisks for sure. They do not belong in the playoffs, but I really think they could beat the Cowboys. We'll talk about that too.
Yeah.
In general, Brady looked a little washed this year. I can't lie.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the O-line too. They had a lot of injuries. Obviously, that hurt, but they looked to step
Brady
back
was
this year.
missing like overthrowing balls. He just didn't look like the Tom Brady that we know.
He was getting frustrated by all the hits he was taking this year too. So he's not used to that. Other than that, the rest of this division was kind of a joke. I think we all projected them to be a joke. I had the highest prediction for the second team, which was the Panthers at 9-8.
Oh,
They're 7-10, so I wasn't too far off. And then I had the Saints at 8-9 as well. They were also 7-10, I think. Yeah, they were all 3 of these teams finished 7-10, but we had them all going terrible. Q, the Falcons hater with me at 2-15.
Jesus.
The fact that they won 7 games is honestly impressive.
It is.
That roster was bad heading into this year. They should not have won any of those games.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can't argue it.
Can't argue that at all.
Yeah. Interesting season. That division was a bummer. Saints, they were a team that you probably didn't want to play in the regular season because they were just annoying. Obviously, the Eagles experienced that firsthand. Panthers were the same way. I think the Falcons were also the same way, but like in a lesser fashion. That was early on in the season. They had some
Fucking
success.
Taysom Hill.
Hate him.
I
Yeah.
hate him. Find a position and stick to it.
Well, he tried quarterback. They didn't want to pay him to be a quarterback.
Yeah.
Now he's stuck playing everything.
Yeah. Not a fun division. The Bucs did make the playoffs. I'm not giving you congratulations because I don't know if you deserved it.
You snap for him.
Yeah, we can have a snap, I guess. Before we get into the AFC, let's do today's sponsor real quick. Underdog Fantasy. Fantasy season is not over. Underdog Fantasy is still around and the easiest way to play fantasy football. You could still play the Gauntlet 2, a best ball playoff tournament with $1 million in prizes. You just draft your team. They put the best guys in your lineup for you, and it's all the teams remaining in the playoffs. When you sign up, use our promo code SUPERFB, a 100% deposit match up to $100. So if you deposit $100, get another 100 match free. Again, use our promo code SUPERFB, SUPERFB, and you can play on the Underdog Fantasy app for iOS and Android, or sign up online at underdogfantasy.com.
Very nicely
right.
done.
Woohoo!
Let's get into the AFC, starting with the AFC North. T-Gods, Q, congrats. You both predicted the right division winner.
Yeah.
Me and Matt. On the other side of the spectrum, we took the Ravens.
Oh, dummies.
It's all right.
Yeah, tough one. I thought the Bengals would have a little bit slower of a season coming off that Super Bowl loss. They clearly did not. They were 12-4. I guess you could say 12-4-1 if you want to give them a tie for that game with the Bills.
They started off pretty slow.
They
They were
did.
bad at the beginning, like not 0-3, maybe like 2-3 after 5 games or something.
Yeah, we were all pretty close with them. Q, you were the closest at 12-5. I had them at 11-6 with Matt. T-Gods 14-3. They were good. The Bengals are legit. I think they're a legit contender right now.
Yes, sir.
Their offense is just unstoppable. Joey,
That's
B.
a team that gets hot at the right time. Like everything
Big
starts clicking right at the end of the season, right before playoffs, and then they just ride that momentum all the way through the postseason.
Yeah, definitely. The Bengals looked so good. The Ravens, honestly, I have no idea how they're in the playoffs.
Oh,
After
they're
the
probably
last,
going to be out.
weeks.
Definitely going to be out.
No Huntley, probably no Lamar.
Even after the first few weeks, like that offense fell asleep and just went on hibernation mode and have not woken back up. Lamar came back. They got a little bit of juice, and then he got injured again, and it was just straight downhill. Tyler Huntley is not Lamar Jackson. We learned very
close.
quickly.
Yes.
I wouldn't even consider it close.
Not close at all.
There's a big gap between those two. Lamar can actually throw the ball a little bit, as much as people call him a running back. But yeah, I think we all predicted the Ravens to be a playoff team as well. So we're all right there. Q, the highest on the Browns there. He was ready for the D-Watt comeback. Did not happen. 7-10. I predicted him 7-10. Matt said 4-13. Maybe
I thought they were going to suck.
They do suck.
They do
They
suck.
were bad, yeah. But I don't know how they got 7 wins.
If Deshaun Watson started every game this season, they might have went 4-13. Jacoby Brissett saved
Jacoby
them.
was nice. They should have brought him back in. T-Gods was right there, 6-11 as well. I think the Steelers, we were kind of all over the place.
Yeah,
It was kind of tough to predict. They finished 9-8. Did anyone actually predict them to go 9-8? Q 6-11.
We barely even knew who the hell was going to be the starting
7-10.
quarterback.
Matt, you were the closest at 8-9. So
I'm a genius.
Mike Tomlin does always flirt with 500, and he's never been below. So
yeah,
we should have went 9-8. That was the easy way out.
Yeah, we all should have put 9-8 just to be safe.
I'm doing it next year.
Easily putting them at 9-8 next year. Maybe 10-7, depending on what they do in the offseason. But yeah, obviously, congrats. Ravens, Bengals, playoff teams. Should be fun matchup. AFC East. This one was
a juicy one.
This one was
a juicy
one.
I think this might have been where we had the biggest disparities for sure. Let's start at the top with the Bills. We all knew the Bills were going to win this division. I was the lowest at 13-4. I guess you could call that right. They're 13-3. Matt, you could also be right at 14-3. We were both right there. T-Gods and Q 16-1. Y'all thought they were unstoppable.
I did think they were unstoppable.
Yeah. Dude, he was nuts this year, though. Obviously, a great season for the Bills. But then after that, it's kind of interesting how we did this.
Very weird.
The Dolphins were the second place team. That's who finished second. Q, you were right on the money at 9-8.
Yeah.
So were you, T-Gods, both of you guys. Right there. Knew the Dolphins were going to be 9-8. I don't know how.
Yep.
I had them at 7-10. Matt had them at 8-9. I think we all had them as like that bubble playoff team. I don't know if any of us actually had them in the playoffs, but we all had them flirting around there. I don't know if they deserved to make the playoffs.
Probably not.
But an interesting season for them. Obviously, if Tua was healthy, I think it could have went differently throughout the whole season. But they're in the playoffs, so we'll see.
I agree.
The Patriots, though.
Cute.
Explain yourself real quick.
They are a terrible team. Well, their defense is great. That's why they were afloat and like made it all the way to the final game of the season. But Mac Jones is not good. Their offense is terrible outside of Ramondre, who was not good the last couple of weeks either. So
rude.
Ramondre had a good season for the most part. 2-15 was a little bit disrespectful to Bill Belichick. Admit it.
Sure.
Okay.
Why Sam keeps saying that?
He just better put like $100 on that.
He has to.
He's got to be all in on it. Kyle, you check.
He definitely Googled his name too.
King Kong Sam 9.
No way he knew how to spell that off the top.
I don't even know if that's right.
He's been typing it so much.
Yeah, he probably just copied and pasted it and never looked at it.
He just said he did.
No way he put 100 on it.
No, I think you're saying he did look up how to spell it.
He Googled it.
OR.
Yeah. I think we were all disrespectful to the Jets. The highest prediction, Q and Matt, at 3-14.
Sorry.
Yeah, they did not. That did not happen. I had him at 2-15 with Q. T-Gods had him at 1-16. We all had them being abysmal. That defense was legit.
It was.
Obviously, we did not see that coming, but good season for this entire division. Honestly, they all had some come-ups this year. We shall see what noise they can make in the playoffs. Obviously, the Bills should make some noise, but we'll see what the Dolphins can do too. This should be a fun matchup.
Let's see it.
AFC West. I don't know if I want to talk about this one. It's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, this is bad for everybody.
Yeah, it was not pretty.
Injuries, man.
Not one of us projected the Chiefs to win the division. I think that's the first major red flag. We all hopped on the Chargers bandwagon.
Stupid
idiots.
Q had them at 14-3. T-Gods had them at 16-1. He was all in.
Bro, I was all in. Jay Herbo, bro, he let me down big time this year.
Yeah,
0 touchdowns in that one game.
That was a fixed game.
It was only because of the odds boost. That's the only explanation.
That broke me.
Yeah,
That broke me.
That seems so long ago.
that was long ago. Feels like it was
It's
forever
like
ago.
2 months ago.
Damn.
But yeah, Chargers, we all predicted to be good. They did make the playoffs, but they did not win the division. The Chiefs, we all did project to be good. No one projected them below 500. T-Gods was the lowest at 9-8. Q, me, and Matt, Q and me put them at 10-7. Matt had them at 11-6. Obviously, they were insane this year at 14-3. Just don't ever doubt Patrick Mahomes. I think that's the lesson we've learned.
I'm doubting
I'll never
next
do
year.
it
I don't
again.
care.
Go ahead, Q.
Idiot.
Please doubt him next year. I don't know why you would do that.
It's
Insane behavior. We were all in on the Broncos.
Fuck them.
Fuck.
They were
I don't
so
want to talk
bad.
about the
You guys
Broncos.
was the closest at 8-9. So,
It's bad when your quarterback barely throws as many touchdowns as bathrooms he has in his house.
How did someone find that out also that he has
I don't know. I guess his house was on the market recently because he moved there. So they probably saw the listing, went through it, 12 bathrooms.
That's insane.
But yeah, 5-12 for the Broncos. They were frauds all along. Q had them at 12-5 at the highest.
Damn.
I had them at 11-6. It was bad. Matt had them at 10-7. We all had them definitely in the playoffs or flirting with the playoffs at least. And T-Gods for the Raiders, you and Q, explain yourself a little bit there with the 12-5.
It was the Addy effect. And then I forgot Derek Carr sucks.
Derek Carr was supposed to do everything Kirk Cousins did this year. That was supposed to be Derek Carr. And
Derek Carr is not Kirk Cousins.
How do you
He's not him.
It get worse? It doesn't make
He'll
any
never
sense.
be him.
Yeah, we'll see what Derek Carr does next year. Should be interesting. I could definitely see him landing on the Colts or something like that. That'd be a good fit for him.
He'll ruin Michael Pittman next.
Yeah, he might actually. Although he can't really ruin him compared to these quarterbacks this year. So
he'll ruin him. Ryan over him.
Me and Matt were a little bit closer. I had the Raiders at 9-8. Matt had them at 8-9. They were 6-11. They were a little bit frisky here and there, but they were bad all along. Raiders
never lost
frauds.
Double-digit game until the last week of the season.
Yeah,
where they lost by 20.
Yeah, they did get blown out there. Jared Stidham, maybe he's him. We'll see. Raiders obviously up in the air. Broncos up in the air. Chargers, Chiefs, good luck in the playoffs. We'll touch on that in a bit also. But let's wrap up the last division, the AFC South. We were hating on this division, especially
Not me.
Oh my God. I was hoping I didn't have the Jaguars that low. Damn it.
Maybe not we, maybe just Q. Q hated this division. He had no one going better than 7-10. He had the Jaguars at 1-16.
Damn it.
I had the Colts 14-3.
You're a menace.
Yeah,
I'm a menace. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
That's the
I had the Colts at
Ryan
11-6. I was a believer as well. I can't lie. I thought they were going to be good. Matt hated this division as much as Q with the best team at 8-9. Maybe a little bit less disrespectful for the remaining teams, but this division as a whole is kind of just a wash. It was ugly.
It was bad.
Me and T-Gods both had the
make the
Titans and Colts
playoffs out
above
of this
500.
division?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, kudos to the Jags because they deserve it.
Texans, I don't even want to touch on. They were bad. We were all kind of close with their record. We knew they were going to be bad. Matt, the highest at 6-11. That was a little generous.
I fucks with Davis Mills.
We were on the Mills Mafia bandwagon a little bit. I had him at 5-12, so I was right there with you. But the Jaguars, obviously, we were all so wrong. Yeah. Matt was the highest at 4-13. I had him at 3-15. T-Gods had him at 2-15, and obviously I mentioned Q 1-16. So we should have believed in Dougie P.
Should have.
Yeah, let me believe in Evan Ingram after what I've seen.
They're in the playoffs. That's why.
I mean, sure.
Maybe Vince was right about T-Law. I hope
That's
he's
not
not in here right now.
Right. I think he's here.
He definitely is here. But Trevor Lawrence, obviously a great season. I think the rest of this division has a lot of stuff to figure out. So we'll see. Congrats to the Jags. We'll see if they can make any noise in the playoffs. Vince, way too hyped for getting the shot. Trevor Lawrence is legit. He has to be. Any calling the Jags winning the division, only a psycho
would called them winning in.
Yeah. Only a psycho would predict that. And I guess Vince is kind of a psycho. So there you go.
Very much a psycho.
All right. Let's talk about the teams we projected to make the playoffs and who was the closest. Q, I guess you can go first and just run through who you had in your predictions there.
In the NFC, I had Eagles, Vikings, Bucks, Rams, Niners, Packers, Cowboys, obviously Rams, and Packers did not make it.
5 is good though. 5 for 7 ain't bad.
That is good.
And the ones you had in were teams I definitely had into, I think.
Yeah. They're more of the obvious ones, I guess. But in the AFC, Bills, Chargers, Bengals, Colts, Raiders, Broncos, Chiefs. I fell off at the end there, but
Chiefs 7 seed, disrespectful.
That would be insane if they were 7 seed.
Yeah, they were legit. Obviously, Raiders Broncos was bad, but not too bad all around. I think you had what, 9 out of 14,
something like that.
That's good. I'm not going to get that.
Let's see what T God's had. You're up, bud.
I had the Bucks. I had the Eagles, the Vikings, the Rams, the Cardinals, the Cowboys, and the Packers.
Okay, I think that's 4. 4. That's 4.
It's 4, yeah.
All out of order, but it's 4.
Yeah, it's 4.
It's not
AFC,
bad.
Bills, Chargers, Bengals, Colts in the 4 seed. Raiders 5th seed.
12-5.
Ravens and Titans. That was no good, man.
It's not the worst. You had 4 there also. So I think that's 8 total out of 14. So
that's bad.
Sean, you cannot come for Qsnet because I just looked at your rankings.
I know mine's about to be so bad. All right, I had the Bucks at the 1 seed. Obviously embarrassing to start off. Eagles at the 2. That was a good call. Packers at the 3 was terrible.
Horrible.
I had them winning the division. That was the only one. Big mistake there. Rams winning the division was bad too. So I was 2 for 4 on division winners, and I got lucky with the Bucks, I guess you could say. Vikings 5 seed, Cardinals 6 seed. Obviously that did not work out. And then the Cowboys at the 7. So I still did end up with 4 teams right there. I had my bubble teams as the Panthers, Saints, and 49ers.
You got one of those right.
Only one of those was even right. So I had the Seahawks nowhere near my playoffs. Disrespectful. For the AFC, I had the Bills at the 1, Ravens at the 2. I was a little bit bold there. I had the Chargers at the 3, so that was not pretty either. But all 3 of those teams were playoff teams, so that's not the worst. Colts at 4 was obviously bad. They were not good. Jeff Saturday, come on now. Bengals at 5, that was correct. Broncos 6, Chiefs at 7, also horrible prediction. But I did get 5 of the teams right, so I think I also finished with 9 correct playoff teams somehow. Bubble teams had there were Titans, Patriots, Raiders. They were all kind of in the bubble, but not good.
Not good.
All right, Matt, you're up. What were your playoff predictions?
My playoff predictions, of course, I knew the Eagles were going to be the 1 seed. Had them at 16-1. Don't call me crazy. Rams, not so hot right there.
Yeah, you knew that too.
Vikings, Bucks, Cowboys, Niners, Packers. So I think I just got 2 wrong there.
Yeah.
So I went 5 for 7. Bubble teams, Cardinals and Lions. Just missed the cut. Knew
Lions
that was going to happen. Then for the AFC, I had the Bills, Ravens, Chargers. Why are
Colts at the 4 seed?
No.
9.
Look at the record. Oh,
yeah, how'd that get you?
Yeah,
you had them
the
winning the division
winner.
All
Yeah.
ass.
Oh shit! All right, Colts, Bengals, Chiefs, Broncos. So I think I went 5 for 7 again.
Yeah. So you had 10.
10 of 14. I'll take it.
We
That
all
was
had the
nice.
Colts
Shabby.
at 4.
Yeah, we did.
I swore they were going to win that division.
Bro,
Hey,
why
honestly,
did
they
we
got
think
Matt
there was
Ryan.
Ugly.
We thought Matt Ryan
Why'd
still
we
had
think-
some juice left.
All right, yeah.
Matt Ryan bamboozled us.
Yeah,
He
you did.
bamboozled.
You will
us.
not get me again.
He was a fossil. You should not have believed. All right, let's do some wild card picks before we do our updated Super Bowl predictions and some trivia. So obviously we got some good games. We just talked about all the teams. Let's start with the AFC. Dolphins at the Bills. I think this one's pretty
Bills are
Yeah, but it's
smushing
not
these
going to
Yeah.
be close.
It's not going to be close. This is not going to be a good game.
Yeah, it's unfortunately not even going to be a fun game to watch. The Bills are definitely going to win this game.
Still
They kind of have
watching.
the team of destiny vibes with everything that's happened over the past couple of weeks. And the Dolphins, I think, will have Skylar Thompson at the helm.
Oh,
So,
Very cool. Very cool.
Tua confirmed
Very
out.
cool, very modern.
So clean Bills win across the board there. Ravens at the Bengals.
Bengals.
Are you serious right now?
Ravens
Without-
about to be on their 3rd string.
Ravens.
They're back.
I looked back. The Ravens do give Joe Burrow a fits, but
Come on.
it's not going to matter.
Not going to matter at all. I think the Bengals have to win this game easy. Hate picking all the favorites, but the Bengals have to win that one. The Ravens, without Lamar, even if Lamar plays, I think that's going to be tough for them.
Yeah.
So, Bengals there, another clean sweep. Chargers at the Jags. Is anyone going to get spicy?
Chargers.
This is kind of juicy.
No, it's not,
People
Matt.
are sleeping on the effect of Keenan Allen right now. He is elite of the elite, and he's going to be the reason why
Jags at home.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know if that
I'm
home
going
field advantage
Chargers.
is that good.
Easily going Chargers. Come
I'm
on.
going Chargers.
I think it's another clean sweep. I think we're all taking the Chargers.
But
We're
that
pretty
would be a
basic
good game, I
picks.
think. That would be the
I think
best
this
game
one
of the
could be a
three.
good game just because it's on the road, and we have seen the Chargers fold so many times. So I would not be shocked if the Chargers fold. It's in their DNA of their team. They're the kings of
It's
folding.
in Brandon Staley's DNA.
It's in Brandon Staley's DNA. It's a Chargers curse. Whoever coaches the Chargers is cursed. I mean,
He's
the
kind of
Chargers
stinks anyway.
2010 they had the number one offense, number one defense, and lost like immediately. Like they just cannot win playoff games. I don't know why. Or if they do, they just lose the next week in heartbreaking fashion. But we're all picking the Chargers. We're believers. Maybe it's different this year. We shall see. NFC, Seahawks at the Niners. This one?
Niners.
Niners.
I think the
easily.
2 times they played, it wasn't that close.
I kind of want to get juicy with this one.
Stop.
But I'm going to take the Niners, but I do think the Seahawks will sneaky keep this one closer than their other game.
I hope they win.
I
really
hope.
they
Yeah,
win.
I hope they win too.
Yeah, I would
our
hope they win
sake.
as well for the Eagles' sake, as Eagles fans. Bias intended there.
All
But
bias intended.
I do think in the end, the 49ers are a better team. They have the better chance of winning.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this one's juicy. Giants at the Vikings. I think the Vikings are favored by 3. It's close.
I'm taking the Vikings, but another game where I hope the Giants win.
The Giants might win this game.
They might.
They might. But Jeff is going crazy. I'm taking the Vikings.
Kirk primetime though.
I'm taking Saquon and the Giants.
Over Justin Jefferson and Kirk Cousins?
Yeah.
And TJ
No, they-
Hawkinson?
Fuck Isaiah Hodgins.
I gotta go Vikings. I gotta go Vikings.
I think the Giants have an upset here and they get blown out next week.
Yep.
But,
Probably.
So we shall see there. Cowboys at the Bucks. This one should be good too.
This
honestly.
Give me the
one's
Bucks.
juicy.
The Bucks at
Tom Brady
home.
in the playoffs.
Dude, Tom Brady in the
I don't wanna
playoffs,
see
and
him.
Tom Brady's never lost to the Cowboys in his career.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
give me the Bucks.
6-0 or 8-0 or something
Dak
like
is
that.
folding. He's
Dak's
throwing like 4
terrible.
picks.
Oh my God, you're so right. Give me the
Dak
Bucks.
is folding.
The Cowboys should win though, but they're
Cowboys
not going
should
to.
win.
They should win.
But
Be
they're
the
in the
better team.
playoffs. They're not good in the
They
playoffs.
should win, but I'm going to take the Buccaneers. It feels so biased. We're all Eagles fans picking against the Cowboys, but
It's Tom
I just
Brady,
can't
bro.
see it happening. Even as like through an unbiased lens, the Bucks. I don't know. I feel like their just defense is just going to shut down the Cowboys.
We saw Brady in the playoffs last year. He fucking smushed us. And then
Smoked
gave
us.
us
Yeah,
a
come
Brown
on.
jersey.
Come on.
Tape is mad at your disrespect of Hodgins,
Yeah, he's nosy.
and he's on the same page. Bucks, Giants, Niners with me, baby. Go Giants! Giants are winning that game.
Whoa.
Maybe not go
Flip
Giants.
that, flip that.
Maybe Vikings. I take it back. All right, Q. I'll go back and clip your big blue.
Definitely
fandom.
making a parlay
takes these
for all these
backsies.
games.
Put my what?
Your big blue fandom when you became a big blue root fan.
Daniel Jones almost had a 1K yard rushing season. He had like 7 something.
That's not almost.
That's a little far off.
For-
Maybe 250 yards. It's like another
Let's give him
6 weeks of
782.
football.
I think it was 782.
Okay, still pretty far. All right, let's do our Super Bowl predictions. We'll say what we had preseason and what our updated prediction is if we are changing it. Q, start us off. Obviously, there is a little bit of bias. We are Eagles fans.
Yeah.
And they were the 1 seed. So keep that in mind.
I predicted the Eagles to be the 1 seed, but I didn't want to make it all like a whole bias prediction. So I went Chargers, Rams. Obviously, Rams are out. But my new prediction, I'm going to have Eagles versus Chargers. It would be pretty fun. I don't know how far the Chargers can make it, but it'd be fun to see Herbo in Super Bowl. Obviously, I'd be rooting for the Eagles, but I think that would be a good matchup.
Yeah. that
Maybe
would be
I think that would be a pretty favorable matchup for the Eagles, just because the Chargers defense is god awful. But somehow they make it to the Super Bowl.
You really think they can make it?
I think Keenan Allen is insane right now.
Yeah. Q's
All right.
on my Keenan Allen train. I'll get the jersey out right
And
now.
Mike Williams will be back.
I'll get the jersey out right now.
Just get me hyped for the Chargers. I might have to change mine. T-Gods, what was your prediction? What is it now?
My prediction was the Bills versus the Bucks. Definitely not the
still in
Bucks
play.
these days.
It's still in play, though.
It is still in play, but it goes through us. Doesn't matter. New prediction: the Eagles versus.
Oh, I wonder who you're
the
picking.
Bengals. Huh?
Ooh,
I wonder who you're picking wearing that
who's
jersey.
winning the bowl?
Come on. Go Birds.
You know
Yeah.
it.
I like
Joe Burrow
that
probably
prediction.
gets sacked 12 times in one quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a realistic prediction. Could definitely happen. I could see it happening. My prediction preseason is still in play as well. I had the Chargers versus the Bucks and the Chargers winning it all. I had them ending the streak of bad luck. I don't think that happens anymore. I don't think they're capable enough to make it to the Super Bowl this year. Obviously, I could be wrong. We shall see. But my new prediction, Eagles versus the Bills, and the Eagles win it all. I'm stealing Matt's thunder. I stole his prediction. I don't care. The Birds are going to beat the Bills. I think the Bills obviously should make it to the Super Bowl, but honestly, they've had a lot of Super Bowl heartbreaks, and I think we break their hearts one more time. Sorry, Bills fans.
Yes, sir.
Two best fan bases,
I'm scared of
going
them.
head to head.
I'm scared of the Bills because they got the whole do it for DeMar thing going
I
on
know.
right now.
I'm telling you, that feels like a team of destiny. That's the scary
Uh-huh.
thing. So I do think they should make it to the Super Bowl in the AFC. I think they'll make it out of there. Matt, you're up.
Sean stole all my thunder because my prediction was the Eagles versus Bills, and that is not changing.
All right.
I'm going to stick with the Eagles versus Bills. I think that is the matchup that America wants. That Super Bowl would absolutely be nuts.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, the Eagles are going to win it all.
Yeah. That just the fan bases would be insane.
Ridiculous.
Insane.
Both of those fan bases
America
going crazy
would
for, like,
burn to the
entire
ground.
playoffs and then playing each other be nuts.
So
I
many
hope that
tables would be broken.
So
Yep.
many. So many
Definitely-
light poles climbed.
They better grease all of the poles from like here to Buffalo.
That doesn't matter.
From
Everywhere.
here to Buffalo.
Off the light pole onto the tables.
Oh my god.
Eagles fans, if that did happen, there would be so many tables being broken by Eagles fans.
I know.
We'd be drawing, stealing that shit.
If the Eagles don't win the Super Bowl, the season is a disappointment because you don't go the whole year hype. You're gonna go that high in the win that many games, get everyone excited, and then
You act like the 1 seed wins every year, bro.
I don't. I'm just saying because I'm not gonna say I doubt they'll be this good next year. They probably will be, if not better. But
We're going to be better.
Will I be
You were the-
disappointed? Obviously, we'll lose in the playoffs, but I would still be okay with getting a couple of playoff wins here. Like if we make it to the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
or at least make it to the NFC
Knowing
Championship game.
Jalen Hurts is that guy, and
Knowing
he can
he's that
be
guy
that
now,
guy.
like last year
in
after the
the win
playoffs,
counts.
we were all on the fence. Like, bro,
Yeah.
is he him? What are we gonna do here? Like, what's the move? And now we all are 100% sure Jalen Hurts is him, especially if he
Guys?
proves it with a playoff win.
Q was stomping on his jersey.
that was 2
That's
years
all I
ago.
could think about.
Hold
2
up,
years
hold up,
ago.
I'll put-
Carson Wentz was still playing at that time.
Gotta find that clip. I had to have saved it somewhere. It's somewhere
had
out
it.
there. I know
It
you
is
do.
somewhere. One of us has that video.
But we have-
somewhere.
You said he has it.
I
He's
had.
got it hidden in his files. They're buried on a laptop somewhere so that no one can ever find it again. He's going to delete it. But yeah, that's it for all of our predictions and everything. So all we have left is some juicy trivia with Q.
Juicy trivia. I tried to add a couple more different types of games in here just because it's the last episode. Shout out to BDGE. T gods.
Oh, one of these ones? We're doing one of these?
I got like 1 or 2 normal questions, but I'm gonna do those last. But I grabbed some of their categories. So the first game we're gonna play is career path. I'm gonna give you a list of teams that this team has played, or this player has played for, and the years they played for him. So it'll be like I'm gonna put it in the Twitch chat. So make sure you're looking at the Twitch chat. So instead of just listing it off, because some
All right.
had like a couple.
Yeah, I don't
teams.
want to look at the Twitch chat.
I'm going to look at the Twitch chat and then I'm
Maybe.
going to look away from
I mean, it doesn't mean you have
Twitch
to. The
chat.
answers
Well,
that
send it in
people
the
give.
private chat too. So we don't
Yeah,
see.
private too.
All right.
And
So
then
I'll list the teams, the years they played for those teams. You have to guess the player based off of that. The only hint I'll give is they're all offensive players. I'm not going to give the position for any of them. And you know all these players I'm giving. They're not like crazy one-hit wonder players.
It's gonna be like fucking Ahmad Bradshaw.
It's going to be
That would be a
Chester
good one.
Taylor.
So let's go. I will post the here. All right, so I put in the private chat, put in the Twitch. So this player played for Pittsburgh, Miami, Minnesota.
Are these
Baltimore.
all offense, or could it be either or?
All
He
offense.
said all offense.
Okay, I forgot. Sorry, my ears broke.
Literally said it 3 seconds
All
ago.
offense.
And I'm only giving 2 minutes because BDGE they gave like 5 seconds for people to guess.
All right, that's outrageous.
Minnesota.
It was more of like a buzzer thing, but yeah.
Eagles in 18, all offense. Oh, dude, I'm gonna be such a scumbag for not knowing this if I don't.
Bro, this is
And I purposely put
this is tough.
team players that had Eagles in them.
Oh, okay.
This is the only one with an Eagles in it, but
I got this one. Whew, I was stressed.
I don't think I have this one, but
I think I
don't.
have it. I think I have it.
Oh,
I should have put Golden Tate because you guys never picked the
Dude,
Eagles
that
that
clip
one year.
is still the most embarrassing clip ever. If
Wait.
you haven't seen it, go to our TikTok page. It's pinned there. It's embarrassing for me and Matt. T-Gods luckily avoided that episode and didn't get embarrassed.
I don't like to talk about that.
That hurts my soul, dude.
We literally got every other
Hey,
one.
you got
except
1 minute.
Nerd. Oh my, bro, I can't even think right now.
I got
For
it.
anyone who wasn't here when I explained, it's a career path. So I gave you the list of teams a player has played for with the years, and you just have to guess the offensive player. They're all offensive players. The offensive player this team has played, or the name of the player.
I feel like
I'm happy I got this one.
Oh, you're confident?
Oh, I'm very confident. I had him in fantasy multiple times, if that helps.
Vince, I want to see an answer from you.
But like throwback fantasy, like
bro, I'm just trying to think of players who are on our Super Bowl team.
that's what I was trying to do.
But I literally can't
try to change your
Nope.
mindset.
Dave, you have like 30 seconds. Look at the what I put in the chat. It's a list of teams. You have to guess the player based off their career path. And it's an offensive player. Yeah, and 2018 is the year after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You have 10 seconds.
I'm not gonna fucking know.
I'm not getting it either.
You played for the Eagles. Come on.
Barely. It's kind of embarrassing. Like I don't know if I would say that.
They put an answer. All right, it's been 2 minutes.
I don't know.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Mike Wallace.
Let's go.
I don't even know how
God,
many games he played for the Eagles.
Mike Wallace.
Oh shit! T-God's got it.
I got it.
Ah,
Two of us got it. Dave got
I
it in the
forgot
chat
about Mike Wallace.
shit,
as
Dave.
well.
I think Vince said Mike.
Vince said Torrey Smith, but he said not Torrey Smith. Who's a Torrey Smith type bull? And that's exactly what I
Mike
did in my
Wallace is
brain.
a Torrey Smith type.
I
bull.
thought of Torrey Smith, and I was like, wait, it can't be Torrey Smith. And then I was like, Mike Wallace. I had Mike Wallace like when I first started playing fantasy, like in Pittsburgh.
dude, I didn't know he was that old.
Dude, yeah, he's a fossil. He was good in Pittsburgh too. He was one of those random receivers they got that was just elite.
I gotta
Alright,
get
so
this one.
I have 2 more, and then I have a different game. If you guys,
All right. Yeah,
wanna
let's
do
keep
all
doing it.
so here's a shorter career path, but here's the next guy. In chat. All right,
I'm not
so-
looking at Twitch chat.
I put it private. Played for Baltimore, 18-19, the Falcons from 2021, and this past year played on the Bengals.
I know it.
Any knowing it. Oh, I feel like I do know it.
I know it.
I would say something, but it would give it away. I actually
This
got
was an easy one. This was an easy one.
I need to think about it. Stop.
No, you
Don't
don't.
embarrass me.
You don't
Distraction,
need to think about it.
distraction. Don't think.
Joe Mixon.
I know, it's like you're thinking-
Mixon. T.
Like, who did they add? What the fuck?
Sean's cheating. He's Googling.
He's
I'm not,
cheating,
I'm
bro.
not even, dude. I'm literally staring at private chat. I will share my screen right now.
Easily cheating.
Has it been 2 minutes yet?
No.
No.
I'm thinking so hard. Why do I
Joe
not
Mixon.
know this?
This one was a layup.
No, it's not.
Bro, I
Yes,
knew it
it
as soon as I
is.
looked at the team.
Oh, okay. I got it.
All right.
Sorry. I
Got
couldn't
it.
remember
I was
who
gonna
that
be mad at
bull
you if you
was.
didn't get that.
I couldn't remember who the bull was.
All right, it was
Yo, I'm literally
Hayden
saying-
Hurst.
You
Hayden
almost
Hurst.
Uh-huh.
forgot about
Hayden
him.
Hurst. I almost forgot.
You almost forgot about him.
Almost forgot about him.
All right, we could do. I have 2 more, but we'll just do one in case it takes too long. What did Ape say?
Again.
Oh, there we go.
Instead of this first as well.
All right, the next one here.
Gary Barnage.
Guess this career. Put in the private chat.
All right, I'm
Put
getting this
in
one quick.
the Twitch.
All right.
Saints, Seahawks, Packers, Bears. Who is this offensive player?
Easy money. Easiest one of all time.
Stop.
It is.
The next game, these are some good. This one's fun too.
This is tough, bro.
Easy.
I feel like it's gonna be a position that we have.
Yo, think of Q bias.
Yo, why are you giving them hints?
Oh, dude, come on.
Q bias.
Y'all still don't got it though.
Bro, no. Who the fuck has been in the league this long?
Well, he's not in the league anymore.
Was.
Did you know that Jordan Howard's on the Saints?
I did not.
I don't know if he still is, but
He bounces around.
Thank you.
I'm so lost.
how did Jordan
I got
Howard
it.
give it?
I
to
got
him?
it. I got it. And I'm confident.
Man ain't getting it. Man.
Do you have to be cheating? Vince said.
I'm cheating.
I'm cheating.
You
What
said
makes him
why?
think
Dave
what
said,
makes
"Why'd
him
you say
think
thank
I'm
you?"
cheating?
You've got 20 seconds.
I think he thanked me for the hint, I guess.
Who the fuck?
David Johnson on Saints. Take
David
my
Johnson
pennies.
Buns.
Foxy sent pennies.
She did 10 pennies, dude. Big 10
Oh,
cents.
Thank you. We
we
appreciate
can buy what can you
any
get with 10
amount
cents?
of pennies.
You can get a dime.
Shit. That sounds like a lot more. 5 seconds. 2, 3,
I'm guessing.
5.
Okay.
Who'd you
Why
put?
did Vince say I'm
I put
cheating?
Equanimous St. Brown.
Worst
It
guess
was Jimmy
ever. He's like
Graham.
third year.
Jimmy G, dude. Easy peasy.
Jimmy Grandpa, Q bias. Dude,
Oh
love
my
Jimmy
God.
Grandpa every
How did I
year.
not get that?
Dude, Saints for 5 years.
Wasn't Equanimous on the Packers though?
Yeah, but the Equanimous is like,
Well,
Six.
I had to
he's
write
like 25.
somebody.
Yeah.
It was
Been in the league
possible.
for like 3 years. Maybe.
All
Could've been
right.
15.
that was fun. Let's
Definitely good, Jones.
this next game here. It is fill in the timeline. So I'm going to give you the running back, the list of running backs on the specific team. First team is the Packers. So it'll be, I put the top rusher from each year. So you'll see. I'll put it here, and then I'll explain it.
All
I
right.
spelled the name wrong. All right. So here's.
So what are we doing?
We'll figure it
tell
out
you
when
in a
you
second.
see it.
Oh fuck. Let me retype that.
Dude. Are you giving away answers right now?
All right. So look at this list of running backs here. Fill in the blank. Who was the 2016 starting running back on the Packers? It is a fill in the blank. So this is the list of running backs they've had. So it's Eddie Lacy, blank. Or Alexander Green,
Who?
blank. Eddie Lacy.
I'm hungry.
No, it's Alexander Green. I had to look too. But it's Alexander Green, Eddie Lacy. Who was the running back in 2016? Leading rusher too. So it's not just any bull. Leading
All right.
rusher. These are the leading rushers for the Packers the last however many
Oh.
years.
Who led them?
Dave and Vince. So you guys are in here.
Who's
No,
after, who's after
it's not.
Bobo? Why do
So
I not know?
I
who-
know
this?
this because I'm cheating.
What running back came after
not cheating.
Eddie Lacy on the Packers? Basically, is the question.
Yo, a quarter. Cool, we got a quarter now.
Why is
Shout out Foxy.
why gift it like that? Is that seems very difficult to do?
Bro, why do I suck at this right now?
I'm drawing right now too, though. I can't think of this one either.
I guess what Vince guessed.
I
think
can't
we're
look in the
right.
chat. So
And date.
Cheating.
I
I'm
just can't
cheating.
think of
I'm
Bobo's
cheating.
names.
I'm currently writing my answer.
why don't I know Bobo? I feel like
You
I-
do. You do.
He's nice.
No,
He's ass.
Yeah.
He's
He
ass.
might still be in the league. I feel like I heard his name recently.
he is. I'm pretty sure he's still in the league.
Oh, was it
Almost
that
positive.
bull? No way, it's that bull.
Bro, It's that bull.
No, there's no way.
Yes, it's that
There's
bull.
no way. When you said I think he's
100
in the league,
Fox.
that kind of gave me a little bit of an inkling. Oh my God. Wait, let me peep chat, see if I was right. Ooh. I almost hit end broadcast. I almost trolled.
My God, that would have been terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I feel like once
I
you
just
say
think-
it, I'm gonna be pissed off.
Probably.
You definitely will be because you know him.
Who loved this bull? I think Dake loved him, if that helps you.
And stop helping. They don't know who needs help.
Bro, I'm still
Matt needs
not
help.
gonna
Matt
get
has
it.
like one answer right. Yeah, so far.
Eat it, bud. You have 2.
I have everyone right.
No, you
Stop.
don't.
All right, I have Mike Wallace, Hayden Hurst, Jimmy Graham. I got all those right. Wasn't that all the questions?
That is all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're
Out
right.
of here, bull.
Yeah, we're ready
took me a
for
while to think
four.
of Hayden Hurst. Almost forgot about
I don't know. I feel like it's like I'm on something.
him. No,
No,
It's 2016.
that was like 2006.
I don't know.
Yeah, Alexander Green. I feel like I remember that name as well.
I
But
don't remember that name at all.
I hang it up.
I'm on Green.
I'm throwing in
Hanging
the
it
white
up.
flag.
All right. Well, the 2016 leading rusher for the Packers was Ty Montgomery.
Yes.
Bro.
Come on, Matt.
Well-
I don't remember Alex Green.
Any fucking number 88 running back.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So here's the next question. I'm trying to trick you guys again. Put it in this chat
Just get
and this one. Same type of question. Who was the leading rusher for the Eagles in
Why do you gotta expose
2016?
this? If I get this one wrong, I'll be so
Josh
mad.
Adams. That's an insane name. He was supposed to be the guy.
Yo, if you did 2018, I would not have put Josh Adams. there would have been a 0% chance Josh Adams was written on my piece of paper.
All right, I got
But
my
this one's a toss-up, though. This one, let's come back.
Well,
What are we trying to find? I'm
The leading,
leading
rusher,
rusher
for the Eagles in 2016.
It could be 2 bulls.
That's what I just
Well,
said.
he was the starter and he's leading rusher.
All right, well then I'm right.
All right, then I guess I'll go with that, too.
Should be a layup.
Why didn't you include 2015, huh?
Maybe it was 2015. Let me see.
bro. I don't remember his name.
There's 2, though. I don't know which one it is.
Yeah, but there's one that I'm.
I
Thinking.
feel like this is where we had the fucking like carousel of running backs.
But yeah, it was.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait.
It was 2016. I forget. 2015 was DeMarco Murray.
Oh, so wait.
Oh, fuck. So you just exposed me. That's what I had written.
All right,
All right, so then is it, wait, it could be.
I'm going with this bull. The goat.
Now he was there.
Yeah, Dave. That was that was Vince who said that. Vince, that was a hurt piece, that game.
All right, I wrote it. I'm in.
So you guys, you got an answer?
I guess I'm just gonna go with the one.
Well, we know it's
I'm
not
going
DeMarco
with
Murray.
the gangster. Eat.
The one whose name I do remember. All right.
All right,
You all have answers? It
Yeah.
was Ryan Matthews.
got him.
Damn
I
it.
put fucking Darren Sproles.
Got him. Read it,
One.
and
You even spelled it right.
I know.
Who was the one tall ass running back we got? But he was ass.
Was it Josh Adams?
Yeah, when he was
Yes.
Adams.
Yes. All right.
Fuck
Bye,
you.
Q. Bye, Q.
Fuck. What happened to trivia?
Dude.
Ew.
She
It's
messed
all right.
up.
I'll be both. All right, you guys ready for this question?
You're on Matt's
He's back,
side.
he's
You should be
back,
on
he's
Q's
back.
side.
Oh,
I accidentally hit the X on the.
oh shit.
That was hilarious. Yeah, I had Ryan Matthews. GG's.
I do have one regular question if you want that.
I want to do another
fire
one
it.
of those first ones we were doing.
All right, I do have one.
Those are good.
We could try that
I
one.
pray I get this one.
All right, we got one time for probably one more, and we're outy patouty.
All right, so put it in
Maybe
the
we'll
chats.
come back for another trivia episode for fun.
We do that. All right, put it in the chats.
Jesus Christ,
Wait
Rich is
for-
going crazy in fucking Discord.
Yeah, can you chill?
What is he doing?
All right, this player played for the Panthers, the Vikings, the 49ers,
I know this
and currently on the Chiefs.
Got him.
Oh,
Vikings, 49ers, Chiefs.
Yes, sir.
bro,
Matt, you got to.
you know it.
Vikings, 49ers, Chiefs. He's on the Chiefs now.
This is the
Yes.
this was the easiest one. This was
Yes.
He's on the Chiefs right now.
Yes.
right now.
Think of every current player on the
Vikings,
Chiefs. and go through
49ers,
them in your head.
Chiefs.
He's been in the league for a minute.
A
Apparently.
hot minute. Come on, Matt.
He's thinking. He's getting there.
He's thinking
He's running through it in
so
his head.
hard,
He
dude.
just said in his head, it's not Juju.
Vikings.
It's not Mahomes,
God.
not Kelsey.
Matt keeps thinking about MVS.
Oh,
Matt's probably like, MVS, did he play?
it has to be this bowl, right?
It better be that bowl.
It better
have the
be
right bowl. Like, you
who
should
it
know.
is.
You should know.
It was Jerick McKinnon.
Yes,
Let's go, Matt.
sir.
Matt's on the board.
Let's go.
And
He's not
Davey
the
did
lead.
not play in 18 or 19 or 20 or 18, 19. Did not play.
Dave and Vince both on the same page again.
I
Great
can give you-
trivia.
Oh, I was going to give you one actual question real quick. Actual
All right,
question.
Give us
Run
one.
through it,
Give
run
us
through
one.
All right. Naeem Hines scored 2 touchdowns on Sunday on kickoff returns against New England. When was the last time a player scored 2 touchdowns on kickoff returns? This player is active on a 53-man roster, and he's on one of the 14 postseason teams.
Easy.
Oh
Oh,
my-
not easy.
They
not easy,
talked
not easy.
about this so much.
Current player on a playoff team right now.
I got it.
Current player on
Dave
playoff
Vince, play along. Naeem Hines scored 2 touchdowns on kickoffs on Sunday. Who's the only other player, active player, on a playoff team
team. Oh,
that has done this?
has to be.
No. Oh my God. Hold on.
Has to be.
I
did it.
thought
I
I was
immediately
very
wrote-
confident at first.
Yeah,
and
me
I
too.
changed my answer.
I immediately wrote Cordell Patterson, and then Q said playoff team, and I was like, ooh, I'm wrong as fuck.
Can only be 14 teams.
Uh,
Only 14. Only half the league, basically.
I know.
Almost.
I think I'm right. I'm like 93% sure.
The last time he did it was in 2019.
I'm like 557% sure.
That just scared me a little
That
bit.
scared me so hard.
I don't think I'm right anymore.
I'm leaving it though. I'm leaving it. I don't know.
I'm leaving it too.
I don't even
Unless-
think this Bull's on a playoff team.
He is on a playoff team.
Matt's
Vince
thinking
Bull
of
is
Kevin
playing.
Hester.
He's currently on I said 53-man roster because it means he's on the team, not on like a practice squad. On the team. He is an active player on the team.
I got him, I think. Come on, man. Do I have to give you a hint?
Do not give him a hint.
I wrote an answer.
You don't even know if you're right.
I don't know if
Right.
his
I don't
team-
even. Yeah. Why would you
I'm
trust
right.
this hint?
I'm right. I don't care.
I want to know what you guys put.
All right. I put Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun,
I put Agnew.
Agnew, and Matt. Who'd you put?
McCourty.
Who?
It's not even in the playoffs.
That's what I said. I said my Bull's not
Oh,
even on the playoff.
Guess who it was?
Who?
Naeem Hines.
Wait,
Trick
what?
question. The
Any
Naeem
trick
Hines did it in
question?
2019.
Yeah, D-Jax was the best guess I ever had, and it wasn't right.
I
You wanna
had
give
D
him a-
Jackson scribbled it out.
You were gonna give Matt a terrible hint. Naeem
I
Hines.
was going to
trick
tell him
question.
Q bias. Any trick question? Any scumbag?
Naeem Hines, best kick returner ever, I guess.
He must be elite. All right, that is a wrap for the playoff episode. We will maybe come back with some trivia episodes here and there, maybe do some dynasty content. Just stay tuned. But that's it for the season of the Super Fantasy Bros. Next time you see us, we will be talking about the next season. So we'll probably be taking at least a couple weeks off. Again, if you're interested in using Underdog Fantasy, they do still have some stuff going on. Check it out. Use our code SUPERFB. If you did not know, we're part of the Olde City Sports Network, podcast network. Ton of good sponsors, ton of good discounts. Check out that link in our bio. And of course, a ton of good podcasts we're partnered with as well. If you're here, throw us a follow on wherever you're watching, Twitch, YouTube, whatever, subscribe. We're also on Spotify, Apple Music for any of the audio versions, all social medias, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Go follow us there. Search Super Fantasy Bros. You'll find us everywhere. See you guys when we come back. Peace.
It's been real.